Sudan is bleeding. The world must not look away. By I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude. For more than 2 years now, Sudan has been engulfed in one of the deadliest and most underreported wars in modern history. What began as a political power struggle between two military leaders has transformed into a national catastrophe, a humanitarian disaster that threatens to wipe out an entire generation if urgent action is not taken. As I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude, write this article, I am guided by a deep sense of responsibility not just to report the tragedy unfolding in Sudan, but to awaken the world's conscience. Sudan is crying, Sudan is dying, and silence is becoming another weapon against its people. 1. What is really happening in Sudan? In April 2023, fierce fighting erupted between the Sudanese Armed Forces, SAF, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, led by Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, Hemeti. The conflict quickly escalated into a nationwide war, destroying cities like Khartoum and Al-Fashir and turning once thriving communities into ruins. Both sides have been accused by international bodies of targeting civilians, committing massacres, using starvation as a weapon, violating human rights, looting homes, hospitals, and aid warehouses. As I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude, observe this tragedy, I see a nation trapped in fire, a people surrounded by violence, and a crisis the world has failed to prioritize. 2. How the people are dying. Sudanese civilians are not just dying from bullets, they are dying from every direction. Bombings and targeted attacks, entire neighborhoods are being shelled. Hospitals, markets, and mosques have been hit. Bodies are left on streets for days because families are too afraid to go out and retrieve them. Every day, dozens, sometimes hundreds, lose their lives in unprovoked attacks. Hunger and famine. Sudan is facing one of the worst hunger crises on earth. Markets have collapsed, farming has stopped, roads are blocked, aid trucks are attacked. Babies are dying from malnutrition. Mothers go days without eating, so their children might have a chance. International agencies warn that millions are one step away from starvation. As I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude, witness these reports, it is clear that this is not a famine caused by nature, it is a famine caused by war. Diseases and the collapse of healthcare. Cholera, infections, and preventable diseases are sweeping through displaced communities. Hospitals have been bombed. Doctors have fled. Medicines are gone. Sudan is now a country where simple infections kill, where children die because there is no clean water, and where women give birth in the open with no medical help. Mass displacement. More than 12 million Sudanese people have fled their homes. Families sleep under trees. Children walk through deserts with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Women carry infants for miles searching for safety. This is now the largest displacement crisis in the world. 3. Why the world must pay attention. Sudan is not just experiencing a conflict, it is collapsing in slow motion. If the world continues to look away, radical groups will grow, refugee flows will destabilize multiple countries, famine will claim millions, violence will spill across borders. As I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude, I say with urgency, Sudan's crisis is not a Sudanese problem, it is a global emergency. 4. A plea to end the war now. To every African leader, every world leader, every humanitarian organization, every person with a voice. Sudan cannot survive another year of this war. Sudan needs peace now. Enough of the bloodshed. Enough of the starvation. Enough of the silence. As I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude, I join my voice with millions of Sudanese voices to say, stop the war, stop the killings, stop the suffering. 5. How to end the war. A strong, practical path forward. Ending the war in Sudan requires strong, coordinated action. 1. Enforced, not negotiated, ceasefire. The international community must impose a nationwide ceasefire backed by security guarantees, sanctions for violators, unified international pressure. Talks alone will underrators no longer work. Enforcement must begin. 2. Cut off weapons and funding to all warring parties. The war will not end if the guns do not stop. A global arms embargo must be implemented with consequences for countries or groups supporting the conflict. 3. Put civilians, not warlords, at the center of peace. Sudan's people must lead their own future. Women's groups, youth movements, civil society, local communities, religious leaders, professionals and unions. A people-centered peace process is the only path to lasting stability. 4. Open all humanitarian corridors. Immediately food, medicine, water, and aid must reach every region without restrictions. Any group blocking aid should face immediate international penalties. 5. Accountability for crimes against humanity. No peace can stand on impunity. Both sides must know that. War crimes will be investigated. Perpetrators will face justice. Victims will not be forgotten. Justice is the foundation of real peace. 6. Global awareness and public pressure. Sudan has faded from headlines, but awareness must rise again. As I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude, I call on influencers, media houses, religious leaders, community leaders, global citizens, speak up, post, share, advocate, raise the alarm. Every voice matters. Silence is deadly. 6. A message to the people of Sudan. To every Sudanese mother, father, child, and family, you are not forgotten. You are not alone. The world must hear your cries, and some of us are listening. As I, Chelvis Chika, also known as Mr. Gratitude, I say this from my heart. Sudan, we see you. We hear you. We stand with you. 7. Final call to the world. Sudan is bleeding. Sudan is starving. Sudan is crying for help. This war must stop, not tomorrow, not next year, now. If the world acts with courage, unity, and urgency, Sudan can be saved. If we continue to ignore it, history will judge us for our silence.